Well, things are looking dire, far dire than what we expected, according to the Sydney Morning Herald article. Unemployment of young people is as high as it has been in 40 years. Almost 1 in 5 young people have fewer hours of work than they want, with underemployment in the youth labor force at its highest level in 40 years. When unemployment is taken into account, the proportion of people aged 15 to 24 who are either without work or enough hours to work is now at 31.5%. The so-called underutilization rate, which combines unemployment and underemployment level, is higher than it was during the 1993 recession. Job Standard 19 is one of these, and the article goes on. Before the financial crash, before the unemployment was less than 10%, and underemployment was just at 11% just before the global financial crisis. The new analysis from the data of Australian Bureau of Statistics, the Household Income and Labour Economics in Australia survey, and the Department of Employment. So what you know is that this is very thoroughly researched. So altogether, what can we say? Well, I don't really know what else we can say. So considering that as far as the labor statistics go back to, the unemployment rate and the underemployment rate has just been increasing and increasing. And there's even more. The prevalence of young workers who are not students or on permanent contract has fallen from 61.8% to 53.2% in less than 6 years. Look, I really don't know what to say about this article because it's very depressing and very, very true. I'm one of the underemployed as well at the moment. I mean, like, I really don't know what else to describe it as because I can barely get any shifts for any kind of work, and all the jobs I apply for constantly ask for experience. So, not just what can we do, but why has this been done? Well, first and foremost, there are two major factors that have caused this high underutilization rate. And I like that term. I think we should use that constantly, underutilization. The first is the fact that a lot of the good jobs have been shipped, three factors actually. The first is that a lot of the good jobs have been shipped to Bangladesh or Turkey or to Sudan or whatever country with the lowest bottom dollar. And a lot of the politicians or the political elite have seen this transition primarily because a lot of the consumers or a lot of these backers don't care about the lowest bottom dollar as well, or really don't really care about the fact about the jobs of the lower class in developed country, which is a standard in developed nation. Globalization, I will admit, has been a good thing for a vast majority of people, if the elephant curve is anything to go by. However, it's been terrible for a lot of the lower income people in developed nations. The third factor is the latent retirement of baby boomers. Now, generally speaking, a lot of social contracts for baby boomers have been that they were expected to retire at the age of 65 with a somewhat decent or modest pension, and that was the social contract of Australia and a lot of developed nations, and that was quite good and understandable. However, because of the financial crash and the fact that people haven't saved as much as they should have, a lot of the jobs where you should be seeing people retiring from have not occurred. So that means that you don't have a lot of people coming into the workforce because people that are already inside the workforce aren't leaving or retiring, so to speak. And the third factor is automation. Automation once kicked into overdrive, will basically demolish at least 47% of all jobs in Australia, if I'm to believe the accurate number. Machines will be doing a lot of the jobs that humans will be doing. Just as the car replaced horses, machines, computers will replace human beings, and overall they will be cheaper and more efficient, which would be good for people who do own said machine. But as a lot of Australian government has come to make sure of, they've restricted it to the current elite, and that has terrible consequences for everyone down the line. So what can we do? Well, first and foremost, you have to make sure that you have access or understanding to such machines that make daily life easier. It means living off the grid, as weird as it sounds, but people are doing that. It also means holding politicians accountable for when they outsource or offshore jobs like the Centrelink payment or the census. It means not just basic fundamental services, it means extensively railing against governments for outsourcing people certain jobs to 457 visas. It means fighting for workers' rights. And I frankly don't know if the Australian public has the political will to do such a thing. I understand I might have it, but I'm not sure if anyone else does. Thank you.